I'm not trying to take away from what your party has done. You know, you may have come down from 173 to 130, but after 3 elections on your third election, to still get a clear majority is a big thing, and I think that would be a big achievement for Shivraj. Miss India, it's not going to be blind man's alley next time. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
From Gwalior, thank you. Chandan Mitra, please stay on. Let's quickly look at also the picture in Chhattisgarh. By the way,
is former royalty not open to question, Arnav? I mean, we have questions to ask.
Well, there is no royalty.
Former royalty, I said.
There is no royalty or former royalty.
I mean, come on. She should be answering to some question. She made a very big statement saying that her chief minister.
A question from Sankarshan Thakur to Yashodhara Raje Scindia, and I have been accused of not allowing what former royalty. Question? In my view, there is no royalty or former royalty in our country.
All right.
I
stand corrected.
If there is royalty, there can be no former royalty, and I'm saying that before Miss India. But what was your question to Yashodhara?
My question is to elaborate on what Ajay Bose, my colleague, just asked. If you are saying that Shivraj Chauhan has transcended or risen above the party, was it not better for him to be projected as future prime ministerial candidate rather than Narendra Modi? And I would also like a definition of what it means to have transcended the party.
If you pick up the dictionary, the Oxford Dictionary, you find a meaning of what transcended means. Let me put it to you very simply. I am a person who has been twice MLA. You don't win MLA elections unless you are Jamini and you're on the ground as a politician. So let's not talk about former royalty here, because there are royalty now in the Congress party, and there's acknowledged royalty. So let's not talk about former royalty. And let me also tell you that the royals also do a very, very good job of looking after their states. If you go into what the history of the Gwalior family did in Gwalior Sambhag, even now you will see that there's still, whatever they've done is still on ground. Coming back to what you're talking about, I'm just saying that the CM has
No, 1 second. We need to move to Chhattisgarh. I allow the opportunity, but I need to move to Chhattisgarh.
She's actually saying there is royalty.
Chhattisgarh are on your screen right now. And by the way, before we move to Chhattisgarh, question is, in Madhya Pradesh, given a chance, would you like to make a change? And 63%.
Yeah. And only 48% said yes for the state government. So this is in a stark contrast to Rajasthan and Delhi.
That's the question. Given a chance, would you like to change? Would you like to change the central government? 63% says we would like to change the central government. Only 48% say we'd like to change the state government. 68% said we'd like to change the Prime Minister. Only 38% say
this number 38 is important.
that we'd like to change the Chief Minister. The Congress party once again has to think about the Manmohan Singh liability, the liability factor of Manmohan Singh in the present situation. The results in Chhattisgarh are now going to be on your screen. This is the last state. Can I have your attention, please, dear viewers? Last of the 4 states we are putting out today, Chhattisgarh. Raman Singh goes with equal amount of anti-incumbency, but the result is tremendous. It is a tremendous result for Raman Singh. He actually manages to get 47 seats, but I think the story is 47 seats out of 90.
With a 2% positive swing of votes. Actually, he's added to his vote share. It's supposed to be up from 40 to 42. The Congress, in fact, is down marginally from 38.6 to 38. So essentially, there's a 4% vote share gap, a perfectly bipolar situation. And in a perfectly bipolar situation, if you're heading in for a third term, that's commendable.
Well, I think that's commendable. So before we hit the break, because we're going to have the Modi snap poll on the other side. Before we hit the break, I want to only put out the vote share in the state of Chhattisgarh, because he may be not as high profile as Modi or even as Shivraj Singh Chauhan. But what Raman Singh is achieving in Chhattisgarh, truly the BJP can go out and say that this is our model of governance, which has been...
The Chawal Baba, the guy who brought in food security even before the centre brought it in. And he's actually seeing that model surviving not one but two, and now the third elections. That's what these
with a
polls
very
project.
efficient public distribution system.
No, and more than that, this is a place where the Congress dissidents now has been, ikattha karod. In a sense, you've got Jairam Ramesh at the helm, you've got B.K. Hariprasad, you've got their favorite Charan Das Mahant, you've had everybody else exterminated in the killing fields, including Mahendra Karma and Nandkumar Patel. So there is Congress United.
But
Rahul Gandhi has managed to get Ajit Jogi stay in Congress party and Charan Das Mahant. So there is a kind of functional relationship. And I think one important thing about Chhattisgarh is Bastar region. That's where traditionally the ruling party has been winning most of the seats out of the 12 seats that are there. I don't know how, the way Bastar will behave will reflect actually the final outcome.
As looking at these results, I take one comment in. I haven't got the vote share graphic of Chhattisgarh yet, by the way, which is 40%. We'll just get the pie chart up. But the most important thing at this point of time is to take a step back and say, what is Times Now projecting at the national level from what we are seeing? By the way, this is the vote share number, and this is what I was crediting. I think
it's the seat share, Honor, but we just tell the vote share. It's 42 for the BJP and 38 for the Congress. That's a 4% gap. And this is commendable after two-term incumbency. About the tribal areas, actually they've held out the Raman Singh government.
That's news, absolutely.
Jashpur and Bastar at the bottom. Tribals have gone en bloc for the BJP, and that has been the strength.
And that is despite Ajit Jogi
being
a tribal himself, being perhaps after the Maoist attack, the senior most and solo Congress leader in the state.
Absolutely.
So here also the Congress party will have to take some responsibility for not being able to discipline Mr. Ajit Jogi. So the Congress party top leadership's failures in Rajasthan, in not acting against Gehlot, the Congress party's top leadership's failures in Chhattisgarh for not being able to discipline Ajit Jogi, and the Congress party's failures in Madhya Pradesh for not being able to even now clearly and openly say that Jyotiraditya Scindia is our chief ministerial candidate. These are some issues which will come up for scrutiny. Our Congress party top leadership is not beyond scrutiny. Question to Meghnad Desai is this, sir. If I look at all these states, I began by saying these are states which contribute 72. Superimpose these results and the Congress loses 25 to 26 Lok Sabha seats and the BJP gains about 20 Lok Sabha seats. How is this result playing on the national level? Meghnad Desai, before I go to my break.
I think this is the region where BJP is going to match 1-1. Congress lost to BJP gain. The question is, can the BJP keep up that kind of thing in other states? When Congress loses seats, does BJP gain? Here it's 1-1, 26 to 20, almost that. This is the region in which BJP will have to win the national election.
But the critical issue will be UP and Mr. Modi.
Critical UP. But you see, one more point I want to say. The way Jyotiraditya Scindia answered your question shows that Congress doesn't allow people to be leaders. They're always, he's afraid of saying, I'm a leader of Madhya Pradesh, I'm going to deliver. You're not allowed to say that.
Chandan Mitra.
Because the family above.
Chandan Mitra, your party got 118 seats at the Lok Sabha level. As I said to Meghnad Desai, if I superimpose this result, Chandan Mitra, at the national level, your party gets 25 more seats.
Absolutely.
So if I add that to your tally, your party crosses 140, 145 seats, just looking at the performance in these 4 states. So your challenge, Dr. Mitra, will not be in these 4 states. It will be in Uttar Pradesh, won't it? And Bihar, where your gamble plays off. What do you think?
Arnab, you know that Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, we are virtually at saturation, particularly Chhattisgarh, where we hold 10 out of 11 seats. But yes, we did badly in Rajasthan, so substantial gains will come from there. Some more seats will be added in Madhya Pradesh, which is witnessing a pro-incumbency wave, and therefore some seats will get added there. Delhi, small state, but we lost out entirely. We did not win a single Lok Sabha seat. We will win the majority of seats in Delhi. So together, yes, I mean, it's not possible really to win more than 25 or more seats or so between these 4 states. But that is a substantial gain.
Coming back. Now, Navika, what is the snap poll
substantial gain.
But listen, what is the post-Modi snap poll? Because we'll take a break before we go to it. But can you tell our viewers briefly what really are we attempting to do?
Well, what we are looking at is about 5,500 respondents that we've taken and interviewed them on 12th and between the 10th and the 12th of June, when the imminence of the Modi announcement was there. The Modi announcement was done on Friday. These polls were done over Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, when Times Now was breaking the story of how on Friday this anointment of Narendra Modi as the prime ministerial candidate will take place in the BJP, and how people have responded really to the Modi factor in the prime ministerial race for 7 Racecourse Road.
Well, fantastic. So we are going to go into the post-Modi snap poll. We have 6 questions. The headlines at this hour are this: the Congress party losing Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan, and Delhi completely hung. Both the BJP and the Congress will have to ask the Aam Aadmi Party for support, which makes a possible political crisis in Delhi very, very likely. I'm back with the post-Modi coronation poll in a couple of minutes.
The 3-time Chief Minister of Delhi, Sheila Dikshit, has a lot to worry about. According to the Sea Voters survey on the upcoming Delhi Assembly polls, projections are that Congress could lose about 14 seats from its 2008 tally and fall well below the halfway mark of 35. The BJP is set to make gains of at least 7 seats, but that won't be enough for Vijay Goel to form a BJP government on his own. And as per the Sea Voter findings, Arvind Kejriwal won't be making the sort of impact he may be hoping for. His Aam Aadmi Party, fighting its first ever electoral battle, may end with just 7 seats. Yet Arvind Kejriwal could still end up playing the kingmaker if he decides to support either the BJP or the Congress. But all's not lost for Sheila Dikshit. She remains by far the most popular chief ministerial candidate for Delhi. Bureau Report, Times Now.
Welcome back to the state poll projections. Now, around the time we were doing the poll projections at the very fag end of the last 2 days, that's Wednesday and Thursday, as Narendra Modi was announced as the prime ministerial candidate of the BJP on Friday, it was around that time that our sampling began on the specific questions related to Mr. Narendra Modi. I'm going to put out 6 questions right now, and these were our results. One of the questions was, do you think the Congress party should now project its prime ministerial candidate? And this question was put to our entire sample of over 5,000 to 6,000. On your screen, 55% said the Congress party should project its own prime ministerial candidate. Only 26% said no. In other words, there has been a polarization, and the people want either the Congress party decides on projecting Rahul Gandhi as the prime minister or not. So it's, I think, a fairly categorical response out there. The next question was, who is best suited to take on Narendra Modi as the prime ministerial candidate? And interestingly, I think this answer also reflects the growing disaffection with Manmohan Singh, because only 9% felt Manmohan Singh was up to it, Priyanka Gandhi 4%, 15% Sonia Gandhi, 42% felt Rahul Gandhi, which means that a majority of people now believe that the Congress party's time has come to decide whether it wants to project Rahul Gandhi as Prime Minister. Vinod Mehta, you've been watching the polls so far, you've seen the results which are favorable to the BJP and these 2 answers. What's the big story?
I'm slightly puzzled by this whole jigsaw puzzle. In 3 states, BJP has done extremely well.
Yes, it has.
In the 4th state, where Sheila Dikshit should have been smashed,
yeah,
triple anti-incumbency, all the scams reverberate in the capital, and yet she holds her own. So there is no consistency between Delhi and the other states. The other thing I found extremely interesting was when you said if you project these results on the national level, the Congress loses 20 and the BJP gains 25. So we are talking of
Congress loses 25, BJP gains 20.
So BJP is then in the region of 145.
Yes.
That's a terrible, I mean,
why?
You know, you're talking of 272 plus. Mr. Modi is talking
But these are only 4 states we are super.
No, but you are taking the 4 states and superimposing the results, Lok Sabha results on the national scene, aren't you?
Yes, we are, but then you are assuming that we are taking
Only
the
the
base
trend.
of the Congress.
So you are assuming
Yeah.
that states like UP, etc., BJP will have to do extremely well.
Yeah.
But on the limited...
Vinod Mehta, Chandan Mitra has disagreed with you. I must give him the opportunity.
One last thing.
I must give him the opportunity. He feels...
On the limited basis of these 4 results,
yes,
I think they are quite disappointing for the BJP.
You think so?
Yeah.
These 4 results are disappointing for the BJP.
No. The national projection of these 4 results.
Chandan Mitra wanted to come in. Chandan Mitra.
The national projection is only 145 seats.
No. That's a. You see.
1 minute. Can I speak?
Go ahead, Chandan Mitra.
Can I just counter Vinod's entirely wrong? Because he has not realized that this pertains to only 4 states and the BJP is maximizing its gains. BJP, as I explained earlier, saturation already in Chhattisgarh. We have the 2/3 majority in Madhya Pradesh. We had few seats in Rajasthan, which we are going to sweep, and Delhi will have a majority. So what is the problem? On this, you add UP, where BJP is going to do very, very well, and the other states, and BJP is going to,
Chandan,
if not cross
your hopes. Therefore, you have to win 50-60 seats in UP. You have to win 50-60 seats in UP to reach anywhere close to that figure. Forget 272. It's 210.
He's responding.
272 Congress party has not got in several decades. So what about BJP, which has admitted weaknesses in the south and the east? So you wait and see. BJP under Narendra Modi will cross 200 and it will be a comfortable majority in parliament.
There has to be a small miracle in UP for the BJP.
Well,
a miracle is happening already.
Several other states where the BJP
miracle is already happening. Just
like
go and visit UP,
where
go
the
to
BJP
UP
is
and
not
see
in
for
power,
yourself.
but where it's come 2nd or 3rd, reasonably close, catchment areas for the BJP. So my essence, when I said, Vinod Mehta, and you got me slightly wrong, when I said I just want to give our viewers a sense that if I take this result and take the approximate Lok Sabha vote share, they would make gains and losses. I am only trying to say that it tells you how serious the situation is for the Congress party. That's all. Now I want to put the question number 3 before I move on. And the question number 3 is very, very politically contentious and otherwise. What do you primarily associate Narendra Modi with? Do you associate Narendra Modi with development, or do you, the question disappeared while I was asking it, do you associate Narendra Modi with development, or do you associate Narendra Modi with the 2002 riots? And the answer I will seek from Shakti Singh Gohil, but Jay.
The answer is actually quite much in the trends that we are observing these days. 69% said that they associate him with development. So only 15% said that they associate him with the 2002 riots. Now this is quite contrary to a lot of popular perception. Only 15%, 16% said can't say. I think this number is quite significant of how public imagination moves on.
And when we add question 4 before I go to Mr. Goyal, and we ask, will this election be determined by a personality or by the issues? We find that an overwhelming number say that it will be determined by issues, that's 42%, and 26% by personalities.
I think this is very important for a first past the post democracy like ours.
Yes.
This contest is becoming increasingly gubernatorial. It's becoming presidential. It's not a large number. It's not matching 43, but 27% is huge. If you have this with you, you get the swing voters, the floating voters, and therefore this is important.
Shakti Singh Goyal, Congress leader from Gujarat. Shakti Singh Goyal, Congress leader from Gujarat. Are you disappointed?
Can I just make one small point?
I'll come to you. Shakti Singh Goyal.
There's a contradiction between this question and the earlier question. 69% development, and therefore you would think personality would be extremely important. But issues are extremely important.
Isn't development an issue?
Rather, they are correlated.
Can I ask an academic question? Did you ask how many people do not associate him with the 2002 riots?
No, watch it. No, watch it. The question is, one sec. Sankarshan, see, the question, Sankarshan, is unambiguous in my view. What do you primarily associate Narendra Modi with? I think operational word is primarily. Development or riots, and the number of 69.3% say primarily we associate with him with development. It doesn't say we don't associate him with riots, but they don't primarily associate him with riots, they primarily associate him with development. Shakti Singh Goyal, are you disappointed?
No, let me tell you one thing, that parliamentary election will be at an appropriate time, that's in the May 2014. People will certainly know who is Modi. Modi is all about his rhetoric. His words and his actions do not match at all. I'm telling you one thing, in 2004, Modi has announced, "Ek Maika Lal Delhi Congress ka Gujarat se nahi jaane dunga." What happened? We got 12 seats out of 26. And Modi today is talking about the development. And I'm telling you, you look at the Gujarat elections, and during the Gujarat elections, Modi never spoke about any developmental work, any development plan. He spoke about Hindu-Muslim, Pakistan ko sir creek de denge. That's by dividing society, he took the votes, and in the country also. That was a laboratory. Gujarat was a laboratory.
Are you taking this personally, that the people don't associate him primarily with the riots? Are you taking that personally? Are you disappointed? You should be happy. You should be happy if the agenda in the minds of the people. I thought, Mr. Goyal, you would say, I'm very happy, because that shows that
what I am saying,
issues have
let me clear it, so there should not be any confusion. What I am saying is that development work and development plan of Modi, he stopped talking about this.
Congress has failed to understand Modi. He has been putting development for 3 years, and easily the people have forgotten 2002, and Congress is repeating the 2002, so that the 2002 versus development, what they are saying, Congress has failed to understand.
Mr. Goyal.
Forget about his development plan. He himself will forget the development plan.
The country has accepted it.
No, listen to me, my dear. What happened during the election? Has Modi spoke about any development plan in Gujarat? In the country also.
But why you did not speak about 2002 in Gujarat election? Why did you
spoke about it?
You kept silent.
My speeches.
You kept silent.
I can give you my speeches. We spoke about it. Whether victory or defeat, the unity of the country is necessary. Integrity of the country is necessary. And for us, not only the vote bank politics. We spoke about the secularism, and if Modi is so powerful. Arnab, let me tell you one thing. Arnab, just give me 30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds. Give me just 30 seconds. Arnab, I am telling you, if Modi is very good in a development, in 1990 we were just 32. When Keshubhai and Modi was not there. Today we are double in the number.
I need to move on. Question number 5, will Modi's candidature lead to communal polarization? And question number 6, can Modi take the BJP beyond 200 seats? Navika, what are we seeing here? Will Modi's candidature lead to communal polarization?
We see that almost 49% of the respondents feel that Modi's candidature will lead to polarization, and about 38% feel that it will not create any polarization. So
how do we reconcile these answers, Navika? How does
this match your answers to the question whether that Narendra Modi is he associated with development or 2002 riots? Completely contradicts them.
How many do you
not associate with the 2002 riots? Yes.
Because that's when you would have got a matching.
This is the problem, really.
No, Sankarshan, are you in denial?
I am not.
Sankarshan, allow me to complete.
There is a young voter who does not remember 2002.
Yeah,
why do any of us as journalists who are stuck in the 2002?
Sorry, Navika, then why do 49%
they're talking about polarization because we polarization associated with because of minority appeal.
Sorry,
Navika, this is a very fallacious argument.
One
there is, Sankarshan, something happened in the 40s in Europe. Have we forgotten that? I mean, we are stuck in 2002 and we are journalists. I mean, I do not think it is the journalists' preserve to be stuck in 2002. The truth is, a lot of this country does have a memory of that, should have a memory of that. If it does not have a memory of that, I think we have a memory of the independence movement. We have a memory of the tradition of the independence movement. What is wrong with that?
We have a memory of the emergency also.
Quite apart from my own views on 2002 and Modi, what this seems to suggest, and this is worrying, but it seems to be the case that a lot of voters are willing to live with the idea of development and communal polarization, and that is a problematic position, but that is the position they are taking. I may not like it, but that seems to be the position that they are taking.
These results suggest that Mr. Modi's candidature and personality is a very complex personality. There are different aspects to it. So Mr. Modi can also stand for communal polarization. He can also stand for development. And therefore, it makes, and therefore, during the election process,